All right, let's add some more information about lists. So if you look in the list section, start 1.py. That's where we're going to start. So we create a blank list. Then we use the append method to add items to the list, and we're going to add dog to the list. Then we print the item. We can print the first element of the list. We can append another item to the list. Then we can print the list. Then we can append a third item to the list. Then, of course, we can use our for loop to do for pet in pets and print each pet as it comes through. Or we can print the first 3 items in the list, which is 0, element 0, 1, and 2. And, of course, we can print the length of the pet list, which is 3. So if we run this, you can see we get the whole thing printed as dogs. And if you print the whole list, you get the parentheses and the brackets around it. As you can see, when we do on line 12, we get the same thing here. We get the brackets around it. It is one of the reasons for using the for loop. When you print the individual element in the for loop, you just get a nice what the value is, not with all the output in it. And of course, then we can just do the first 3. And then, of course, we print the length. If we look at program 2.py, you can see again, we create a list, we append some items to the list, we print the whole list, we print the second element in the list, and then we change that element to tiger, and then we print the whole list again. So as you can see, we have the list, we print the second element, which is fish, the number 2 element, which is 0, 1, 2, which is the third element, and then we change it to tiger, and then we print it again, and you can see that fish is now tiger. So if you need to update a value in the list, all you do is reset it to a new value using its index value. If we look at program 3, make a list, add some items to the list, print the list, print index number 3, which is the 4th element. We do print the length of the list, which is 5, and then we can print from 0 to this and print 2 items, so that's 0 and 1, so we get dog and cat. And here we start at the 3rd place, which is 2, and print to the 3rd place, which is fish. And if we do start the 2nd place and print to the 4th place, we get fish and horse. And of course, if we print the first 3 items, we get we've got blank, colon, 3, you get dog, cat, and fish. And if you use the minus sign of the first element and a blank, you use the last 2 items. So we do horse and lion. If we change this to a -3, you'll see we get the last 3 items from the list. Fish, horse, and dog. Fish, horse, and lion. If we look at number 4, same thing. Create a blank list, add items to the list, print the list. We can use the remove method to remove fish. Fish is the 3rd item, so the list will change from dog, cat, fish, horse, lion to dog, cat, horse, and lion. If we add fish again, 2 fish to the items, and then we remove fish, it doesn't remove all the fish, it only removes 1 fish. So to remove the 2nd fish, we have to do the remove fish again. First fish it finds, it removes, and then we print it again. We'll look at that. As you can see, we have the whole list. We remove fish, and we have that. We add fish and fish. We remove 1 fish. Then we remove 2 fish. I won't say anything about blue fish. We can also delete the 2nd element, which is horse, because it's 0, 1, 2. So horse disappears with the delete command. And of course, if we use clear, everything gets cleared. So there are some more list functions for you. If we look at number 6, this is an oddity with lists which deals with pointers. So we need to look at this closely. We'll make a list called pets. It's got 5 items. We print pets. We make a list called animals. It's got 5 items. If we add them together, we get a new list called all animals. And the order matters. So pets plus animals gives us a different ordered list than animals plus pets. And of course, we can sort the list using the sort method. So if you look, we have list 1, list 2. We add them together using list 1 plus list 2, and we get dog first. And if we do list 2 plus list 1, we get the tiger first. And of course, if we sort them, it's in alphabetical order. And can you sort in descending order? Of course you can. And this is where we get to the pointers. If we look at number 7, we have list 1, and we do this. If you look at line 12, animals equals pets. It looks like we make a new variable animals, which is a copy of pets. And if we print the two out, sure enough, they are the same. Now, if we remove fish from pets, notice what happens. So we have our lists. We remove fish from pets and print them out. And guess what? They disappeared from both. Because when you use the assignment variable, you aren't making a copy of the list. The list there's only one list, but there's two names for the list. You basically make another pointer to the list. So we have pets and we have animals, but they're both pointing to the same memory location. And so when we remove fish from it, it removes from both of them. If we remove same thing, if we remove lion, then they're from animals. They're both gone from animals and pets. Now, if we use the copy command, copying actually makes two versions of the list. We have pets and animals too now. So if you look on line 26 and compare it to line 12, you can see this looks like it makes a copy, but only makes a pointer. The copy command makes an actual copy, and then when we append fish to pets, it does not change animal 2. Animal 2 still only has dog, cat, and horse. So be careful when you're trying to copy a list that you use the copy command and don't use the assignment or equal sign, because that's not going to make a copy of the list. It's just going to give you two names to talk about the same list.